If you're a business owner with IRS back taxes and you are struggling to find help to solve this problem, this video is for you. So if you're watching this video, the odds are that you've already talked with a lot of accountants or tax resolution firms and you just feel like you're not finding the right fit to solve the problem, and you know you need to get this fixed because the pressure's mounting and you want to get it fixed. Or maybe, unfortunately, you actually hired a tax resolution company in the past and they just did a horrible job, or an unsatisfactory job. You spent a lot of time, money, got nothing done. And you just are looking for kind of like a perspective on how to get high quality help for this. And I'm going to tell you exactly what the problem is, because I have been doing this for about a decade. I've had hundreds upon hundreds of clients. We personally helped resolve almost $100 million in back tax debt and tax problems for our clients. And I can tell you with authority that if you're feeling stuck, there's one of two reasons. Number one is the reason that has to do with the people you're talking to. And number two has to do with the reason that you are doing to yourself. Now let's talk about reason number one, which is the people you're talking to. Here's a news flash. Most tax resolution companies don't specialize in complex, big back tax cases like yours. Most tax resolution companies are mills. They're huge operations with a floor of salespeople trying to pitch you over the phone into a cookie cutter solution to your problem. You have to understand, statistically speaking, most tax resolution or people with tax problems owe less than 25 grand. The United States Treasury came out and published that statistic. If you're a business owner, I guarantee you, even if you're only making 100 grand a year, even if you're kind of on the smaller end of things, I guarantee you your problem is much more massive. I guarantee you owe more than 25 grand by a lot. I guarantee you that if you haven't filed your taxes in a long time, which is most of our clients, you have a very complex matter to try to get that fixed. And all of these things combined, literally, statistically, put you in the top 5 to 10% of all IRS back tax problems in the entire United States of America. Did you know that? It's true, according to the statistics that the Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration published in one of its reports. So if you're going to some large company that's a mill that mostly serves smaller cases, how do you know they serve smaller cases? All their marketing says, do you owe the IRS at least $10,000? Well, I mean, does that sound like a company that's going after helping business owners, or does that sound like someone going after the mass market? Well, obviously, it's the mass market. So if you're working with a mass market provider for a highly complex technical problem, what kind of result do you think you're going to get? It's not going to be good, right? You can't know how to solve a big problem if you've never had experience doing it, or if bigger problems is like, I don't know, 5 to 10% of the cases you get. Certain companies like ours, all we do are more complicated, big cases for business owners. That's like literally all we do. If you owe like 40, 30 grand to the IRS, we don't even take your case on because we're not the right fit. You need to find help of people who have the expertise you need. And, you know, I'm not like trying to diss the competition. I'm not saying that bigger back tax resolution companies are bad because they're bigger mill operations. Maybe they are actually a great fit for the people they're a good fit for, which are our W-2 employees. But that's not you, and you need more specialized help. So whoever it is you're thinking about getting help for your problem, make sure they do bigger cases like yours. You got that, okay? The second reason you're having a problem is probably your own expectations. Do you have any idea how many people I talk to that like they owe a bunch of money in back taxes, and their whole perspective about how to fix it is, hey, can I get this written off and reduced? I owe 100 grand. Will the IRS take $5,000 in settlement? Bro, that's not how this frickin' works. Do you think that the IRS is just going to reward you for not paying your taxes? Everyone else in the country had to pay, but like you don't? It's bullshit. You're bullshitting yourself, and that's why you're stuck. You need to have a reasonable expectation about your situation so you can know, hey, I need help. I want help. I can't afford to just write them a $150,000 check. I know it's not going to be easy, but I need someone to guide me through this so I can protect myself. I can get a fair outcome and future-proof my business and my life to stop having this problem again. If your thinking is that way, now you are even able to be helped, because what you want is in alignment with what exists. There's no shortcuts. Anyone who tries to tell you it's going to get reduced pennies on the dollars is bullshitting you to take your money. It's just the truth. And as much as I don't like that, you have a responsibility not to fall for wishful thinking yourself. So what you need to do if you're a business owner with this problem is two things. Number one is you need to seek out quality help, people that actually specialize in problems like yours. That's going to make the vast majority of the difference. And number two is stop having unrealistic expectations about what's possible. If that resonates with you, then you're welcome to reach out and try to set a time with us to speak. If you go above or below, click enter your info. I will send you a link to be able to book a time with us to kind of go over this whole situation. If you read this and you're like, RCFU, like Bob down the street said he'd settle it for 5 cents on the dollar, see you later. But if you actually want quality help and you have a big problem, this is the kind of thing we do all day, every day. So I hope this helped. I look forward to seeing you on the other side.